Then it invites us to do tadabbur, which means pondering. You see the shades of thought, tafakkur, tadabbur, tafaqquh, all these are terms which are leading to one and same phenomena, yet different terms with different emphasis, with different kind of aspects covered. So, do they not ponder about the Quran? Had it been from any other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they would surely have found in it inconsistency. For 23 years, segments of the Quran come, and none of the ayat conflict with the other, one and same. See, because it is from one and same source, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He knows very well what He said earlier, what He is saying now. In 23 years, if a person writes poetry or literature or whatever he is writing, and you put all those writings in front of you, you can very easily trace this person's intellectual development and growth. You have books on young Mark who has mature ideas, and similarly on many philosophers. But here everything is mature from one day. It has same impact after 1400 years. Over 1000 years, 14 years have passed, yet the Quran has same impact and will remain same impact even after thousands of years, because it is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is not a timely creation, it is not a creation of human mind. So it says you must ponder, and then it warns and says, do they then not ponder on the Quran, or are they locks on their hearts? Those who read the Quran just for barakah without understanding, the Quran says, are their hearts locked not to go in depth analysis, not to understand what we are offering to human beings and what we want from them to do? So on every single page it invites to use our brain power, intellectual power, our audition and vision and introspection. Great emphasis is placed on reason. So the word ta'aqqul is used again and again. We have revealed it as a recitation in Arabic that you may fully understand. لَعَلَّكُمْ تَعْقِلُونَ aql. Unfortunately, from my childhood, I heard people saying there is no place of aql in religion. It is just a matter of belief. Why the Quran is saying? Quran is inviting to use aql, and that means you have to be very critical, and you have to use all tools of analysis. If you are a linguist, then you must go for contextual analysis, syntactic analysis. You should go for all those aspects which are dealing with the etymology of a language, how you do form criticism, reconstruction of thought. Every single aspect which is done in literary analysis is to be applied. Why not? Therefore, ta'aqqul means not one but all those aspects which we know to be used in understanding the Quran. In the next also, Hamim, by the clear book, we have made it an Arabic Quran that you may understand. In this slide again you find that a new term is used. Unzur, behold how we set forth our signs in diverse forms, and then so that they may understand the truth. لَعَلَّهُمْ يَفْقَهُونَ. The root of this word is fiqh, tafaqquh, yafqahun. So the message is of deep understanding. Tafaqquh means that you go for in-depth analysis. The same term is used in different context in next slide, where it says that nor should the believers all go together for jihad, if a contingent from every expedition remains behind, they could gain deep knowledge of deen and admonish the people when they return to them. In this reference from the Quran, it says that jihad is an obligation, and we all of know that. Yet when we are going for jihad, some people must remain behind doing what? Watching TV, tweeting? No. Doing tafaqquh fi din. Why? Because when those who went to jihad come back, then they educate them, warn them, uplift them, which means this tafaqquh has to continue. It's a continuous process. Even in a state of war, tafaqquh is not cancelled. In a state of war, some people are going for jihad, but others are still involved. And maybe when those come back from jihad, they start working for in-depth understanding, and those who were doing their tafaqquh, now they go for jihad to fulfill the obligation. So it's not a matter of just a clergy, but every single person has to make sure that he or she is fully involved in in-depth analysis and understanding of the Quran. It also uses words which refer to cognizance, and particularly when we are reading the Quran, then we develop that understanding. So it says, we have made the Quran easy as a reminder. Yes, al-Quran li-zikr fa'al muddakar. Is there then anyone who takes heed? Now here the Quran has dispelled two very simple issues. First issue is, and you hear frequently, that the Quran is very complex, very difficult in Arabic, which only a PhD can understand. In front of you is the ayah which says, we have made the Quran. Yes, al-Quran li-zikr. We have made Quran easy for zikr. And zikr in the Quran means not only reciting it, not only qira, but zikr means in-depth understanding. Therefore, the Quran claims it is not difficult book but easy book. Nevertheless, it says it is easy for those who make effort. If you don't know basic computer language and you want to write a software, can you do that? Therefore, if someone does not know a single word of Arabic, can he or she understand exactly what the Quran is saying? Yet, a person who is not expert of Arabic, but has taken an authentic translation and at least trying to understand with the help of translation, can say that I tried my best, although I could not pick up Arabic at all, but I read in French, in German, in Urdu, in Persian, in Pashto, Quranic translation, and that's what I read and I acted on it. At least a person who has done that can be exempted from questioning, but a person who has full liberty, free online courses available to understand the Quran and know it, tutors available online to teach the Quran. My grandchildren have online Qari who teaches them how to recite the Quran, because since we had this COVID-19, we thought that it's better to have it from distance. Now, can those who are professors and teachers not utilize the same service for themselves? Can we have any excuse for that? So the Quran says we have made ourselves, the Quran, very easy, but only those who make effort. A simple book of stories for a person who does not know at all that language is meaningless, although it may have good stories. Same with the Quran. It has huge wisdom and guidance, but unless we make effort. So, it dispels the confusion and belief that it is difficult. And secondly, it says that you have to apply reason. Don't read it blindly, just with respect, but very critically.